Guy Code with Rena Osware.
Welcome to another episode of The Guy Code. I am Rena Osware. Now, on this episode, we're going to be talking about female validation. Now, this is a topic that came up when I was having some discussion with some listeners, and I was just talking about Rena. There's a lot of female validation, a lot of compliments I see all over Instagram. These ladies who are very beautiful, and they have all these guys in their comments telling her they're beautiful, telling her they're pretty, telling her they're pretty. So if a guy, when I make my approach and I tell her, okay, you're also pretty, will that make any difference? Doesn't she hear it enough in her comments, in her Facebook comments, Instagram comments, Twitter, DMs, all this guys? Does she get complimented enough? Do I also need to compliment myself, or should I just leave it, let it be, and show that since I approach already shows that I'm attracted to her? Do I have to say I'm attracted to you still? And when do these compliments become like you're ingenuine and you're overdoing it? So it's a very good question I got from this listener, and I really want to tackle it on this episode as far as validation and complimenting. Now, you must realize this: women love attention, okay? People love attention, but women also love attention because they take a lot of time. Okay, most of them take a lot of time on their appearance and to look good, whether it's for men, for women, for society, whatever, okay? Most of them want to leave the house when they're looking very good. So having these compliments and validation really boost their self-esteem. Really does. It would for anyone, but for females it really does. Apparently it matters more when they get it from another female than men. Well, males, it depends on if she's attracted to the man, if she likes the female. So it all depends. Sometimes you just really don't know with these females. So as far as validation, I wanted to share with you guys four things that what I really think about female validation, and it will give you a guide on how to go about it. Now, number one is that, like my listener said before, it is in plenty these days. She gets a lot of it these days from everywhere. So all over social media, from Facebook, from Instagram, from Twitter, most of these women get a lot of compliments. It doesn't matter how they look, actually. It's not like they just, look a certain way to only the dimes and the nines and the eights get them. No, every lady mostly gets them. I've seen many viral photos of guys, giving these ladies thousands of likes, tens of thousands of likes. And in my view, or in my opinion, or in any other guy's opinion, they might be average looking ladies, and they don't might not be all that, but it's just a personal opinion. Actually, the truth is beauty is subjective. So just to know that the average woman on social media already gets a lot of validation and compliments from men and women. So that's the first thing you need to know. Yes, it is in plenty nowadays. Number two, I want to tell you guys is that to go about this validation, you have to compliment and validate something that she has particularly put effort in, right? The truth is, any guy on the street, any stranger can compliment her looks, compliment her body, compliment her curves. And I was reading this book that gave a certain tip that I really want to share with you guys. He said that tell the smart girls they are pretty, tell the pretty girls they are smart. You get that? Let me repeat it. Tell the smart girls they are pretty, tell the pretty girls they are smart. What does that mean? It means that you're complimenting something that is not obvious to any stranger, maybe just having a glimpse of her. Any stranger can know she has a great body, any stranger can know she has a pretty face. But if you compliment something that she has put in effort in, it will go a long way, because you're actually going past the obvious. Everyone can catcall on a body and catcall on her looks, but if you go further than that and show, hey, have taken note on something else, she will take more attention to you, because it shows that you've you've noticed something, you've put your attention on something more substantial than what any other man would notice. So it goes a long way. So compliment things that she has put in effort in. So to add on that is that I've had a couple of coaches say that you can even compliment her when she's doing a good job or she's done a favor to you. That's a good place to compliment, because she's done something that you compliment, something that she's put effort in and she deserves, and she's worked for. The truth is she didn't do anything to get that pretty face or that maybe curvaceous body. For some of them it could be just genes that is on their favor. They're just born like that. So when you compliment something that she has put effort in, it will definitely go a longer way. That's number 2. Number 3 is that sometimes use action instead of words. Show instead of tell, because the truth is talk can be cheap nowadays. Anyone can say anything, because especially with this social media, since everyone has a platform to say anything, most of them use it to say anything. So talk can be cheap. You can say all these right words but don't really mean nothing. You're just sweet nothings. But if you take a further step and probably give time, it doesn't have to be money. It could be money. Let me get to the money, but I could get to the money later. But first, give time. Just giving time, dedicating time, because time can't be recovered. Money can be recovered. Buying her a new phone, when of course you have, it's not much money to you. Buying her a new phone, knowing that this is the money you can of course recover, depending if you're in your purpose world, maybe in a week, some even in a day. It could mean much, but you did put much thought into it. But if you dedicate time to listen to her out, to engage in something that she likes, engaging something that is very important to her, it shows that you are showing much interest in what she is invested in, what is important to her. You're showing that it also is important to you, and it's quite a big compliment. There's some even you can even get her something that could help her in maybe one of her projects. Let me just say, these are things that you can get that are not a big sacrifice for you, because of course if she's not, unless your wife, your long-term relationship, you have no business really buying this lady these huge assets like houses and cars. So maybe it's just maybe one piece of equipment that is easily accessible to you. It's nothing to you, but it's something to her. You can get it done for her. You just like, yeah, let me just cover that for you. That's a big compliment that can go a long way, because you're showing that you're invested in something that really matters to her, and she will take more attention to you and see you in a different light, because it shows that you actually take an extra step in showing interest in what she likes. And everyone, of course, is attracted to people who show interest in what they like and have these strong mutual interests. Number 4 is that about validation and compliments is, please guys, do not do it too much, or else it will come off as needy and ingenuine. Okay, don't be complimenting this girl too much. You're always giving her all these compliments, showering her with compliments, man. You'll come off as needy. Even you as a man, have you met those salespeople who are just always trying to pester you to buy certain stuff, and you're really not all that interested, calling you all these high dignified names, and it even sounds so ingenuine, it even becomes a turn off instead of a compliment. Instead of turn off instead of even flattery, So don't do it too much, okay? Just do it once in a while to make it special, because if it's overdone, it means nothing now, okay? So when you do it just moderately, it will make a better impact. So that one, if you do it too much and you notice that even these compliments are not really getting any appreciation, no, you've just crossed the line and you're almost simping and you're looking very needy and ingenuine. So guys, these are a couple of 4 things I just want to share with you guys on this episode. I believe we have covered a few things that will help us get better informed as far as female validation and complimenting women. And as usual, continue giving back your feedback on my Twitter at GuyCodeKenya. And until next time, we shall talk soon. Bye.